Whilst bantering with you, Richard Gadd told you he'd like to hang your curtains. Is that true?
This, I think, was a Holy Arms joke about curtains, and...
So she's basically saying all of it's a joke. It's real, but it was a joke. Okay. But it is real, because she said before that nothing else was real except from her meeting him at a bar and the name. But everything else, she said it's not. But now she's saying that she did all them things, but as a joke. So it was real, but she meant it as a joke to him them years ago. So it was all real then.
So you're denying sending anything to him?
There may have been a couple of emails.
Text messages?
No.
Facebook messages?
No.
Did you tweet him?
I may have done years and years ago.
You actually tweeted him numerous times.
No, it wasn't numerous. It was about 18 tweets there, or 15.
It's quite a lot for someone who's not that well.
18 tweets? First you said there was a few emails, nothing else. Now you're on about tweets. 18 tweets is quite a lot. Okay, I don't believe her now. I don't trust her. I don't believe her. 18 tweets is quite a lot. I think all this is true. I think she's very obsessed over him, and it's very stalker-like. Fiona, I think you are Richard's girl stalker. And I think it's all true. That's my opinion. I do think I might get a lot of hate for this, but oh well. My opinion, my channel. I've been getting so many messages from you guys. The real Martha is finally out. She's got interviews. She's got so many pictures. I've just been getting that for the past 2 weeks from you guys. If you didn't know what I'm on about, Martha, what's her last name? Martha Scott? A character from the hit Netflix series, drama series, Baby Reindeer, has blown up ever since it came out. And just a quick summary of it, Baby Reindeer is actually supposed to be based off a real event that took place in Richard Gadd, the main actor, in his life. It is about a stalker called, well, the character's name is Martha, but the real woman's name, I don't know if it is Fiona or this person, as she says it is. Not quite sure, no one really knows, but we're just going along with it. But yeah, Baby Reindeer is based off a true event that happened to Richard Gadd in the past, basically around him being stalked by a woman. And she is very obsessive over him, sending so many emails, messages. She was very obsessed with him, but it got to the point that he couldn't live his life because she was that obsessed. She was always sending some sort of email, message, Facebook message, I don't know, even writing letters to him to get his attention. I don't know the whole story. I was planning to do this video probably a week before now, because I did watch the Baby Reindeer series and I did enjoy it a lot. But I thought, no, never mind. But I've been getting so many messages from you guys. Please react to the interview of Fiona Harvey. And Fiona Harvey is supposedly to be the real stalker that stalked Richard Gadd. And Richard Gadd, if I've not already explained, is the main actor in the Baby Reindeer show. So it's his real life story, but he's just brought it to Netflix. And so, yeah, we are going to be reacting to the interview she had with Piers Morgan. I do have a few things to talk about as well on behalf of Fiona Harvey. I do have a few of her social medias up as well, including TikTok and Facebook. But I don't think the TikTok one is hers. I just think it's like a fan account, but it has her content on there. So we will have a look at that later. But yeah, I think I've explained as much as I possibly can. Yeah, we're just going to look at the interview. of what Piers Morgan and Fiona Harvey. I don't like Piers Morgan. I think he's an absolute knob. That's how he's got to where he is today. Because he actually was, if you didn't know, he was on Good Morning Britain. He got off that show because he just said some uncalled for shit to many people, offended a lot of people. I don't like him to this day for some of the stuff he said. But yeah, I did want to look at this interview. I've not seen it yet. And as I've been getting so many messages from you guys, I thought, you know what, let's do a video. So get a drink, get a snack. It's going to be a long video. So I hope you guys enjoy. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And please stay for most of it because, you know, it's going to be long. Heads up, it's going to be long. But stay for most of it because it's just going to get juicier. Because the interview, as you can see, is about 54 minutes long. But there's going to be a lot I've said. There's going to be a lot of there's going to be a lot said from me and Fiona Harvey. And I don't think a lot of you have seen Baby Reindeer. It is a 15, I think. So maybe not a lot of you have seen it. But if you haven't, I guess go check it out if you're 15 or above, because there's reasons why that's 15. Yeah, I'm not going to explain the whole thing because it's... Yeah, anyway, we're going to go look into the interview. And any questions, if I don't explain myself well enough or whatever, please leave it in the comments. I will try and explain myself as much as I can. I've not actually seen this interview yet. I've seen clips of it on TikTok, but not the entire thing. So I'm actually quite excited for it. But yeah, little summary. Fiona Harvey, this woman is supposed to be the real life stalker of Richard Gadd. And she's come forward saying all this shit. And apparently the biggest one is that Richard Gadd and Netflix is a lie and Baby Reindeer is a lie. That's all I know, so we'll see what she says. Hope you guys enjoy. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already and put the notification bell on. Are you ready? We probably might not watch it all, but let's just watch it. Get your drink, get a snack. We're going to be here for a while. Hope you guys enjoy. Let's dive right into the interview.
Write a reply. And so, in her first television interview, she joins me now in the studio.
And there she is.
Thank you for joining me, Fiona. First of all, why have you decided to go public?
The internet sleuths tracked me down and hounded me and gave me death threats, so it wasn't really a choice. I was...
Really? But there must be a reason, though, why they've gone all on Fiona Harvey specifically. And you know what, George, I love your input, but can you please be quiet? I don't know if you can hear him. But the only reason she has... Oh my God, George. What? Come on then. Come on then. I'm recording. Come on. In. Yes, I know. Come on then. Oh, come on. No, George. Sorry about that. He wants to go out, but he's not going out because it's already late as it is. And for some reason, George, when he goes out, he's more of an indoor cat. We do let him go out sometimes, but when he goes out, he might not return in like a few days. So, no, we're not letting him out. There he goes again. But anyway, what was I saying? I didn't know she was getting death threats from it. But as soon as the Baby Reindeer series went on, and it was like what, a few days after it was released on Netflix, this woman, like I said, I've got her Facebook. Yeah, she was tweeting and posting loads of messages day after day after day about just about Netflix. But yeah, as you can see, 12th of May, 11th of May, 10th of May, 10th of May, fuck you Richard Gadd. This is the reason she got so much hate, and that's why she's come out, because you know, she has been getting a lot of hate and stuff. But I feel like in her head, she's still confused why she's getting hate. Bit of dust there. But this is why. This is why. Every single day she's posting something. Yeah, not the best photographer. You don't mean that, Ashley. No way do you mean that. You're younger than peers. I don't drink alcohol. I'm a very honest person like media and rich. Jesus Christ. This is why she's been getting death threats and hate. If you okay, we'll watch more of the interview. We'll come back to this.
Have you watched the drama?
Not at all. I've heard about the court scene, about the jail sentences and all this sort of stuff.
But you really haven't watched any of it?
I haven't watched any of it.
You're not curious to?
No, I think I'd be sick. It's taken over enough of my life. I find it quite obscene. I find it horrifying, misogynistic. Some of the death threats have been really terrible online. People phoning me up. You know, it's been absolutely horrendous. I wouldn't give credence to...
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, because no one should... I mean, yes, this story, though, about her being the stalker, that was about 12, 13 years ago. Though it was really, really old, and it's only come out recently because of Richard Gadd's new series, Netflix Baby Reindeer. It's his story, right? So he's got a right to get it out there. But unfortunately for Fiona, it's backlashed on her, which is fair, because no one should be stalked at all. I do think, though, from the Facebook messages we've already seen and her sat here, I do think she's mentally ill. So, you know, I guess give her the benefit of the doubt, but I don't know. I can't say much yet because we've not seen a lot of it, but let's carry on watching.
Did you think then it was you that they were depicting?
I thought it was me they were depicting 5 years ago because of this MP's wife stalker article that had been a number done on me by the Sunday Mail 25 years ago when I was going for Donald Du's parliamentary seat. So I had a vague idea then. The Daily Mail then approached me on the Wednesday, 2 weeks ago. So sort of 2 weeks tomorrow. But 2 weeks ago, if you see what I mean, and told me that I was getting death threats online, that I'd been outed as Martha, there were TikTok videos. And
were you online at all? Because you were before, but are you these days online?
So she wasn't personally getting them then, because she would have said that... So she's just said that the Daily Mail saw that she was getting death threats, not her herself. So I guess it's their fault then she's come out with all this. Because she didn't personally see them. The Daily Mail saw them first. Okay. But the thing with me, I think she's come out to have this interview and all this stuff is because of the attention. She's realised how big Baby Reindeer has become. And she's thought, okay, attention. Love that. Maybe a bit of money in that as well. And I'm pretty sure I did see like a tweet or Facebook message a while ago. Was it of her? Let me have a look. I think it was that she wanted to sue Netflix and she wanted, what was it, 11 million for Netflix. Where was it? There you go. I'm suing Netflix for £11 million for defamation, misinformation and personal damages inflicted. The thing is, I understand why she's annoyed. Netflix and Richard Gadd have made it more entertaining. They have made it more intense because that's what you do when you're making a series or making a film, because you want to make it as entertaining as it is. Even if it's based off a true story, you want to make it like dramatic and intense because that, from a viewer, that's the sort of stuff that intrigues you in. Because if you see, I don't know, some drama or intense scenes or shit like that, you get interested in it. And that's where Netflix and Richard Gadd have come from. Yes, a lot of the stuff they made up, but I did see an interview with Richard Gadd, him explaining that he made some of the scenes up again, for entertainment purposes and just to get out how he actually felt about the situation. Yes, it wasn't true, but he wanted just to share how he felt and actually make something out of it, which is fair because, you know, it's his story, he can make whatever he wants out of it, you know. But the thing she didn't like is Netflix and him making something that's not true, which I understand, but is that guilt from them years ago of stalking him? Because she knew that she did that, but now it's all blown up and he's out there, now she's out there. Does she want, I don't know, some sort of revenge or something? Like she wants to sue Netflix for it, which I think is 11 million. Are you really? But, you know, there's a lot to talk about with this, and you do have to be careful with what you say. But you guys have spam messaging me to share my opinion. You guys want this, so this is why I'm doing it, okay? I wasn't going to do it, but because so many of you guys have messaged me saying, oh, Leah, can you react to the interview? This is why I'm doing it, okay? There's no other reason. You guys want it, I will give it to you.
I've come off Facebook as of yesterday.
Are you on X, what used to be Twitter?
No, I'm not.
Because you had an account.
Yeah, that's right. Years and years ago. I'm scared to Google up BBC Breaking News. I'm certainly scared to Google up the Daily Mail, in case I am on it in some bizarre circus.
I want to play a little clip. This is just some of the reaction to Baby Reindeer
Sure.
from members of the public.
She ends up becoming the craziest stalker I ever seen in my life.
And this is all a true story.
This is all a true
So
story.
if you don't know who these are, I think that's Chip and that's Calfreezy, I want to say. They're a lot on the Sidemen YouTube channel, and there's a lot of people out there, not just these two YouTubers, and I think they do other shit as well. I think they've got their own business. I don't know. I don't watch them. I don't know. But like these, there is a lot of podcasters out there that have talked about her. I mean, you would, because, you know, it's been massive and it's a lot of people were shocked that this was a true story, and a lot of people wanted to share their opinions and thoughts on it, which is fair. But with what these said, I think it's a bit over the top.
Yeah, and they've found the real woman online.
So I assume in the actual thing, they've obviously given her a different name. It's a different woman, but you know what I find? They always manage to find a similar looking woman, and the build tends to be the same.
I have a theory about this, though. I feel like he's done it on purpose because he knew that people would find her and he wants to make her life hell a bit.
When you hear that, what do you think?
The final guy on there, I think, is correct. I think he always wanted this to come out, to persecute someone, to take...
I mean, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you, though? Personally, I think I would. I know that's really mean, but if I've been stalked, how many... Was it... I think it was 2015 to 2017, 18. So that was 2.5 years, 3 years even, of stalking. You would kind of want a bit of revenge, wouldn't you? I know it's not the best thing to do, but she made Richard Gadd, she made his life a living hell. She stalked him, sent messages, letters, emails, every single day. She was obsessed, and he couldn't even get on with his own life because of her. So wouldn't you kind of want that? But to be honest, Richard Gadd has also had many interviews, and I don't think he meant it in a mean way at all. He just wanted to make a show about it, about his past, and which is fair. And coming from me, I've done a few films, and I've actually based most of my films on my past and past feelings and thoughts. So I get why he's done it, because the reason for me why I'm doing like films on past stuff is to then, yes, bring it up, maybe have a final discussion to myself about the situation, but also when this film is released, I can leave all my negative and bad thoughts with that film, so I don't have to worry about that ever again. And if maybe he was doing it as well, the same way as me. I don't know, I could be wrong, but that's the reason I do my films on my past. And I guess he's just doing the same. He's doing a series about his past. You know, he's got all right to, really. But I don't know if he wants to do it in revenge of, you know, the stalking or whatever. I don't know if he wanted to make her feel bad. I don't think he did. I do think, though, I did see an interview he was on, I think it was This Morning. He didn't expect it to blow up. He knew it was going to be big, but he didn't expect it to blow up as much as it did. So that was a massive shock to him. So, you know, a lot of emotions are very, very high at the moment with this. And, let's just carry on and let's see what Fiona Harvey will say.
Attention away from him and this rape allegation. And I just generally think he's got extreme psychiatric problems.
I mean, there's no doubt he has problems. I mean, if you watch given that he's written it about himself, if you watch the whole thing as I did...
Why can you say he's got problems? If you right, I don't agree that from both of you. Yes, he might have problems, maybe, but the shit he's gone through, the script on Baby Reindeer, the most of the situations that happen are real, right? And if you've not seen the show, he's been stalked, raped, you know, there's just so many other features I'm not going to name because it's, you know, it depends who's watching this. I don't want to, you know, the video get taken down or whatever. There's just so many stuff that's happened to him, and maybe he does have problems because of that, and he's got all right to make a show on it, because that's how I would do it. I would probably make a film in it because I do like filming. Well, kind of not anymore, but I used to, and I love doing it about real things because then I could show my honest thoughts and opinions on it and make a film about it. Again, that might be true that he might have problems, but for everything he's been through, you can't just sit there, he's got problems. Like, he's been through a lot of shit. That's kind of nasty, to be honest with you. To be honest, like I said at the beginning, I don't like Piers Morgan. I think he's a knob. Yeah, and we'll leave it as that.
The question, I guess, which we'll come to, is how much of the way he depicts you is true. And your position is that it's just not factual.
It's a work of fiction, it's a work of hyperbole, as I've always said. And there are two true facts in that. His name is Richard Gadd, and he worked as a jobbing barman on benefits in the Holy Arms.
So she's saying nothing else about the show is real except from him working at a bar. Okay. Is this showing she's a bit guilty of it? Now it's gone mad over social media. Is this maybe a bit of guilt coming to her? I don't know, let's see what she says.
And we met 2 or 3 times. Those are the only
let's go back to, let's go through some of these things. So you first met him, I mean, the show shows you coming in to a London pub, you've just named the pub, and he's working behind the bar, Richard Gadd, and he offers you a cup of tea. Is that what happened?
No, that's not correct. He didn't offer me a cup of tea. Nobody gets anything free from the Holy Arms. I was in for a meal with a drink of lemonade, and I was very, very hungry. I'm diabetic, so very hungry. So that's.
And did you talk to him?
He interrupted a conversation. There was another barman there, and he said, "Oh, you're Scottish," and basically commandeered the conversation. I was talking to somebody. It's pretty rude to interrupt. So he seemed to be obsessed with me from that moment onwards.
I mean,
wow. Okay, so she's blaming it on him. Okay, I did not see that coming. So she's blaming it on him. So she's saying he started the conversation. He did it all. He did the first step. Wow. Okay. I'm interested.
It says that you told Richard Gadd that he looked like a baby reindeer toy you once had as a child, hence the name of the show.
Yeah.
Is that true?
I appear to have written most of the show in my sleep. I dressed
Did you have a baby reindeer
I
toy?
had a toy reindeer.
So that's true.
And he shaved his head. That bit is true. And there were reindeers in the shops. It was Christmas time or something. It was a joke. So I have inadvertently penned the name of the show.
Right. But that is true.
That's true. That's a true fact.
Whilst bantering with you, Richard Gadd told you he'd like to hang your curtains. Is that true?
This, I think, was a holy arms joke about curtains. And
So she's basically saying all of it's a joke. It's real, but it was a joke. Okay. So from this, so far what we've watched, it is all true, but she meant it in a joke. But it is real, because she said before that nothing else was real except from her meeting him at a bar and the name. But everything else, she said it's not. But now she's saying that she did all them things, but as a joke. So it was real, but she meant it as a joke to him them years ago. So it was all real then. Right? So it's real then. You can't sit there and say it's not real when 10 minutes later you say it is real, but you meant it in a different way. You're still basically saying it is real then, but you just meant it in a different way. Right, okay, what else you got to say?
So as far as you were concerned, he never turned up at your place.
correct.
But the Netflix show has him doing that.
Yes, I believe so. I've been told that.
But that categorically didn't happen.
That categorically didn't happen.
You know what though? I do think she's watched the series, because how quickly she answered that, I feel like she has watched it, and then she says, "Oh, I believe so." She's got to have watched it. Come on, you're taking the piss. You've got to have watched it.
In the course of your relationship with Richard Gadd, you send him 41,000 emails, 350 voice messages, 744 tweets, 48 Facebook messages, and 106 letters.
That's simply not true. If somebody was sending somebody 41,000 emails or something, they'd be doing how many a day? Lots.
Well, it'd be obsessively
Yeah,
contacting
yeah,
someone.
absolutely not. Absolutely not.
What
None
did
of
you
that's
send
true.
him?
No, none of that's true. I don't think I sent him anything.
You know,
So he's lied about all them specific numbers. You heard all the emails, the messages, the letters. You heard all them, so you're saying that you didn't send any?
send him anything.
No. I think there may have been a couple of emails exchanging, but that was it. Just jokey banter emails. That was
Netflix.
it.
So she's mentioning the jokey banter stuff again. So it's real. You did do it, but you meant it as a joke. So it's still real. You still did it, but you meant it in a different way. And maybe... I think that's bullshit. I don't think she meant it as a joke. I think she is the stalker. I do, though. I don't want to say it. I do think she's maybe mentally ill. She didn't go to prison for it. I don't think it was very, very serious. How was it? A decade ago now. George, shut up. But maybe it didn't go very, very seriously. Maybe he didn't even go to the police. I don't know. We don't know the actual full story. But I think she does carry on to say that she's actually never got arrested or anything like that. And she says the show's all hoax and stuff. She never went to jail. She never went to prison. And this is what I said earlier. Richard Gadd and Netflix wanted the show to be more entertaining, and that's why they created the prison scene and the sentence scene, and in the court scene. If you've watched Baby Reindeer, you'll know what I'm on about. They did that for entertainment purposes to make it more, obviously more entertaining, more, because this shit could happen. Like nowadays, if you could get stalked, you would go to court, you could go to prison, you know, if it's really serious. I bet what I'm thinking in my head right now, I think that's what he wished happened. I think he wishes she did go to court. I think he wishes she did go to prison. I mean, you would, if you were stalked for 3-4 years, you would. But back then it didn't happen. So maybe, yes, that might have not been true. She might have not gone to prison. We don't know. She might be lying. He might be lying. We don't actually know. But I think, personally, that's what he wishes. Which is fair, I think.
Netflix have said that these details are the real ones. That this is exactly
completely incorrect.
So you're denying sending anything to him?
There may have been a couple of emails.
Text messages?
No.
Facebook messages?
No.
Did you tweet him?
I may have done years and years ago.
You actually tweeted him numerous times.
No, it wasn't numerous. It was about 18 tweets there, or 14
It's quite a lot to someone who's not that well.
18 tweets? First you said there was a few emails, nothing else. Now you're on about tweets? 18 tweets is quite a lot. Okay, I don't believe her now. I don't trust her. I don't believe her. 18 tweets is quite a lot, I would say. What do you guys think? So far, put in the comments below. Hopefully you have made it this far though, because I'm actually getting properly interested in this. What do you guys think? What are your opinions? Do you believe her? Do you not believe her? Don't you like Netflix? Do you like Netflix? I don't know. Put your thoughts in the comments.
Well known.
But we were all friends. You know, it was banter.
Right, but it establishes
Yeah.
you...
Again, she's mentioning the banter, the joke. So, I'm thinking she is lying. I think she's regretting now. She's come out on the interviews and she's like publicised herself. I think she's regretting that and taking everything back. I think it's all true. All the messages, letters, emails, tweets, all that shit. I think it's all true. She kind of fell in her own trap with that one. She's only said a few emails. Now she's mentioned about 18 tweets. Specifically 18 tweets. Okay, Fiona. Okay. I do think it's all true. I think she did do it. She's denying it. Again, I do think she's mentally ill. Yeah, okay. I don't think I need to watch anymore. I don't trust her. I don't believe her. She's gone back on herself a few times already in this interview. But I'm going to go through it, see if there's anything interesting. And then I'll carry on the video if there's anything good.
I think when I saw the rape interview, that's actually incorrect. What I said there, when I saw that in the Guardian, I said, "What a shame! It's not your fault." Something
You
like
did
that.
write to him.
One later.
So,
why does she need to make a comment though on him getting raped? I mean, yes, it's lovely to support someone. I don't know if at this time if she was stalked, but how the show goes, she was being stalked before he got raped. So I think he was already stalked by her, then he got raped. Why would you, being the stalker, send the message, "Oh, it's not your fault, don't blame yourself for being raped"? Why would you? I think all this is true. I think she's very obsessed over him, and it's very stalker-like. Fiona, I think you are Richard Gale's stalker. And I think it's all true. That's my opinion. I do think I might get a lot of hate for this, but oh well. My opinion, my channel. You know, and to be honest, you guys, not me, like I said at the beginning of this video, I wanted to do it, but I didn't. I left it. To be honest, I was too busy because I knew this video would be quite long. But then I've been getting messages over the past few weeks for me to react to this specific interview, and I thought, you know what, I've got many opinions on it, so you know what, why not? So this is on you guys, right? If you don't like my opinion, that's absolutely fine. You're entitled to your own opinion. You're allowed to say what you want, hate me, all you want. I don't mind, but I'm standing by my words, my opinion, and I believe she's lying. She's very in denial. I think the story's true. Most of the story is true. Yeah. I do.
I mean, you could prove, I guess, quite easily it wasn't you.
Correct.
Because it'd all be on your computer.
Yeah, correct. That's right.
Would you be happy for someone to look at that?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
What do you have? What tell them?
I'm sorry, I just like it. I said, yeah, you can look at my computer. She looked down a lot while saying that. Oh, I don't know. I don't believe her. I don't believe her. I don't. I really don't.
An incident.
If Richard
injunction.
If Richard Gadd is watching this, what's your message to him?
Leave me alone, please. Get a life, get a proper job. I am horrified at what you've done.
And you will categorically be taking legal action.
Absolutely, against both him and Netflix.
Legal action against him and Netflix. Good luck, bitch. I'm sorry, that's horrible. That's horrible. So I'm hoping Richard Gadd has seen this interview, and I do think that's enough of it, because this is driving me crazy. I don't believe her. I don't believe a word that's coming out of his mouth. I don't like Piers Morgan. It's a bit upsetting that only she's gone on his show. I mean, that's another question in itself. Why has she only gone to Piers Morgan? Funny. I'd love to find out. But anyway, I think that's enough. That last thing was, I think, one of the biggest things part of this video. If Richard Gadd's watching, get a life, get a proper job, and leave me alone. I don't know where that came from. I'm sorry. Oh, I have been seen all over TikTok. People have been impersonating her. People have been pretending to be her, and it is quite funny. And me looking at it now, because I felt bad for her, for people taking the piss out of her, but I think she's blatantly lying. I do think she sent other messages. I do think she stalked. I do think she got told off for it, but I think she did get a lawyer back then to back herself up, and she didn't go to prison, I don't think. But she should have done, I believe she should have done. I think she is mentally ill as well, so I hope she does get help. At the end of this, I hope she really does get help. I do think it's gone to her head, all attention, all loads of money, loads of interviews. Okay, I'm interested. So that's why. But yeah, before I do go, be updating you all soon regarding the legal case. Forget the legal case when you're getting back out there in season 2. Oh my god! Someone's actually said that, Jesus Christ. But yeah, I should be illegal for journalists to stalk and harass people. Okay, it's quite rich coming from you, Fiona, because I do think you stalked Richard Gadd. I do think you did. And you was very obsessive behaviour, like you've making up nice fun people's behaviour. I think that's you. I think she's talking about herself, but she doesn't want to admit to it, but she's pretended to be the good person she is. Yeah. 2 million views inside 3 hours. I told you this would be Piers' biggest interview to date. The fame's going to her head. What? Now she's talking about Piers Morgan's biggest interview yet. I mean, it might have been, but I thought she said she's not on Facebook. I thought she said she's not on that anymore. 16th of May, so this was 10 days ago. The interview was 2 weeks ago. So she is basically on social media at this moment of time, and she said she wasn't. Yeah, I think she's mentally ill. Piers wasn't nasty to me. I just didn't like all the bullying in regards to the emails and stating. I think that got to her head. I believe she did. Even if it wasn't as many as it says in the series, I do think it was a lot, because she said she only sent a few emails, and then 5 minutes later she said she'd sent 18 tweets and a letter. Okay, I thought she said only a few emails. Apparently not. Why are you so-called same people buying into the media? Netflix exploiting vulnerable. She can't spell, bless her. Never be. Yeah. It's definitely her, because in the Netflix show she did struggle with a lot of spelling, and me reading through Fiona Harvey's Facebook messages, she can't spell. She's missing a letter there. Full stop. Why is it two? You know, fuck you, Richard Gadd. There isn't any need, is there really? You know, I think I need to clean my mirror. Who watched the interview with Piers? Two different things you could have a conversation about. You know? Okay, so she's saying two different things about him. He wasn't, but then he is. And he's not a great interviewer. She's mentally ill. I'm sorry. I think we're going to end it there. But I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. Sorry it's been a longer one, but I've been very interested in this now. Since you guys sending me the messages, I'm like, okay. Now I'm very, very interested. But I hope you guys have enjoyed. Please let me know what your thoughts and opinions on, well, my video, the interview. If you've seen the show, let me know what you think about it. Because it's very dark and very deep. The show is. There's a lot of stuff that take place that shouldn't probably be seen. It's quite upsetting, especially towards the end. Even I almost cried. But yeah, I think she's bullshitting, personally. But let me know what you guys think. But anyway, hope you guys have enjoyed. And if you haven't seen Baby Reindeer already, go check it out. If you're 15 or above, what is going on? Oh my, what the? Oh, okay, so many people. I thought it was one person. It wasn't. There's so many people talking at once. But yeah, I forgot what I was going to say now, because I thought I was just... I don't know. But I hope you guys have enjoyed. Let me know what you think about it, and if you've not seen the show, and if you are 15 or above, recommend it, because it's really, really good. Upsetting and very dark. If that interests you, go watch it. It's quite good. But anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. Make sure to subscribe and put notification bell on if you haven't already. And yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video.